Hey Cancer, welcome to your February love reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, I know this setup looks a little different. I will explain it, don't worry. Just to get some house rules kind of out of the way. This is going to be for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Goes without saying, this is going to be a general reading, so this message may or may not be for you. Take it as it resonates. If you have to, fudge too many details, or if you have to forgive too many things, that message probably wasn't meant for you. So I do recommend in that case, watch one of your other videos for your other signs. I definitely encourage watching your sun and your rising. Those two I find I read or kind of connect to the most. But please watch your moon, especially your Venus, since this is a love reading. That would be a good one to watch too. With that said, I have a new setup. Since this month is a little bit shorter and it won't be too long before we're doing the March reading, I thought I would just simplify it a little bit. So I'm going to shuffle and take whatever cards fall from the Romance Angels deck. These are going to be some special advice, and kind of an overview for what's going on over the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, give or take. Probably more like 3. And then we are going to shuffle and cut from the Good Tarot. And we're going to take 4 cards. One is going to be kind of this immediate start, this initiation of this reading. And then the other 3 are going to be kind of signposts. So, by week 1, week 2, week 3, kind of the progression of what's going on. Sound good? Great. Awesome. Let's get started. So, what is going on for Cancer concerning love and romance for February into March? Alright, so hoping you've been doing well, Cancer. Yeah. Oh, you guys got 2. So it's funny. I think everyone's kind of gotten just 1 card, except for, I think it was Aries. They got like 4. They got like a crazy, crazy bunch. So let's see. I know I'm keeping you in suspense. What'd you get? Alright, so first card out, Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. You are. We also got Getting to Know Each Other. Prompt reads, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Beautiful. So it looks like over the next few moments, I want to say this could be meeting someone new, because again, I think that's where this trust and the getting to know each other really are going to be the most important. And, for Cancer, you think about, a crab, it has an exoskeleton, so it's wrapped by a shell or a shield, if you will. So sometimes it's a little hard to let someone in because, we're easily hurt. And I say we because, I'm also a Cancer. So, I totally get where that comes from. There may be someone, this person could even be in your life already. And maybe we've kind of had a guard up, we've kept a little distance. Either because we're still coming from a place of hurt, maybe someone hurt us not too long ago in our recent past, or we've just carried some hurt with us, or we're still kind of feeling this person out. That may be where we need to be a little more vulnerable and offer up a little bit and be a little open, to allow them to be open with us, and from there that's where the trust is built. And it's funny, I know it's not the same person, but I do, like, you see this gentleman, especially the buttons on his coat. And then you look in the trust card. This uniform has those similar style buttons on there. So I almost kind of see like this is, like the younger version into the more mature version. As you get to know each other, that bond, deepens and evolves. I totally see that being a thing for you, Cancer. Allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable in this situation, which can be scary. Doesn't have to be, but it can be. I think this is just confirmation that you are in a safe place. You are okay to trust again. You are okay to be open and honest with people. And maybe that wasn't the case before, or maybe you did trust and it didn't go your way, but you weren't hurt. You're still surviving, you're still there. So no need to tuck all the way back in your shell. All right, my Cancer. Let me do one more and then we'll cut it. Cool. All right. That messenger of air. So this is going to be your knight. You know, this is the Knight of Swords, technically. So messenger of air. Communication, very, very strong. Also very active. This is a very active card. You know, it's a very swift moving card. Wants to get the message out, wants to make the journey, wants to get out there. So I think this, again, this is that need to share some information. I need to start a dialogue. I want to have a conversation with you. You know, I think this is really straight up backing up this need for conversation and need to be open, and you know, maybe a little revealing. You know, maybe more than you're comfortable with at the moment, but doesn't mean you're in a dangerous place. Next card out, the Hanged Man. So yes, having to deal with some I don't want to say demons, but I think there's definitely some emotional struggles that we're still healing from and working through. And I love, right behind him, you can see this big glorious yellow, I think it's just a disc, but I'm calling it a moon. And I say that because I'm filming this the night of the 19th. So the full moon is right up above. So super appropriate. So use this moon to release this hurt, this pain. And I want to say in this coming week, you know, you are going to really be working through that. And I do think allowing yourself to be vulnerable is going to help heal that. And I almost want to say that may be where the trust is coming from. You may have, you're like, oh my God, I've got baggage. I have a scar from where someone else hurt me. I can't let you see that yet. I got to keep the shell on and keep the brave face up. You know, this person, I think, really wants to get to know you, the good, the bad, the scars, the bruises, all of it, you know. I think allowing that person in helps to heal whatever is going on with this Hanged Man, to allow this connection to grow and to deepen. Ooh, we are really in our heads right now, Cancer. So 5 of air. So 5 of air, especially with the good tarot deck. Normally this is like mind games, this is manipulation. I think this is what we have on our mind. I don't necessarily think that this is a threat, especially the way the imagery in this card is made. You can see that this figure, she's almost like dancing above it. You can see that the bottom of this card is clearly darker. You know, to me, this is us rising above conflict, rising out of conflict. It's not that we're necessarily walking into it or entering it. I think we need to get to this point where we fly above it. You know, and you can see she's white, all the birds are white. There's this idea of purity and cleansing in it. So I don't think this 5 of air is coming to say, oh my God, look, you're gonna start to get to know someone and be real honest with them and start to grow and process some of your feelings, and then they're gonna stab you in the back. No, that is not what's happening here. I think this is us rising out. I almost want to say we're rising out of this expectation. You know, we're almost, we were hurt before, we're gonna be hurt again. So I think we're rising out of that particular kind of mindset. Because I think that's what we're shifting. This Hanged Man is working on us mentally, because we're telling ourselves, you know, kind of a harsh script. You know, we're not trusting and maybe have a guard up. So we're telling ourselves things to kind of support that. We're like, no, that's the right thing to do. You should be behaving that way. Not the case. And then look, then we have the 6 of fire, which would be the 6 of wands. This is victory, this is success, and I think what's most relevant here is recognition. I think you are going to be seen, Cancer, in a beautiful way. I think this person, whoever, you know, is desiring you or you desire them, however this person plays into, I think by the end of this, truly sees you in your brilliance, shining. You end up the victor, and to the victor goes the spoils. The key to getting here, I think, is really about getting our mind right. You know, and then your advice here is to trust and get to know one another. Because I think, one, that allows this person to truly get to know you. behind the shell, behind the guard, then you also get to see that this person isn't like the others. This person isn't trying to hurt you or doesn't want to hurt you and probably couldn't hurt you. You know what I mean? Like there's not the MO, so there's no reason for us to behave and act that way. Especially when we know success and victory is at the finish line. This is beautiful, Cancer. Absolutely beautiful. I love to see this. All right, so got some healing, got some processing to go through, but what a beautiful finish line. All right, Cancer, I'm going to wrap this up. As always, sending you guys lots of love, lots of light. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, join our little community. And as always, I love to connect with you guys. If you have anything to share or ask, or you want to share how this is resonating in your life, drop it all in the comment section below so we can have a little chat. You can DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box below. All right, you lovelies, take care, and I will see you next month.